What are the fragrances that make you go, baby, what's your name? You got to get that Barry White voice.
Baby, what's your name?
That sounded dodgy.
Oh, it's a bit creepy. Who's Barry White?
These young people, what the hell, man?
Baby, what's your name?
Let me say this first. Kevin, he's part of Oligarch. So he is Mr. Oligarch here in Melbourne.
Minus the oligarch billionaire dollars, but yeah, I mean.
So he knows fragrances. I mean, if anyone knows perfume, it's this man right here. So what we're gonna do is inside this box, there are 3 fragrances. We're gonna make a little bit of a difference on this one. You're gonna blind smell these. Tell me the situation, where you would be smelling this. The ultimate aim is it a fragrance that will make the person who's smelling it go, baby, what's your name? Let's look at situations where this fragrance would work.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want to be wearing this kind of fragrance at an office, maybe? Or maybe you do.
Well, in this day and age, maybe not. Yeah.
Get in real trouble.
Let's wear maybe after work hours.
What we're going to do, we're going to blindfold this man and we're going to smell some fragrances.
Oh, usually they buy me dinner first.
He's still handsome. Even with the blindfold on, he's still handsome.
Go. Oh, whoa. Okay, let's go.
You're going to be privy now to these fragrances. Got 3 awesome perfumes. Kevin cannot see what's going on here. All right, so here's the first one. I'd love you to get your thoughts. Oh, sorry. I always forget that they've got blindfolds on. So this one here, that's what it looks like. Am I allowed to say it's a big hitter? It's a big hitter.
Yeah. You know what my initial thought is? For somebody who maybe isn't as deep into niche as us, if I was just out, a night out, I would think that somebody's wearing, it's kind of like a hybrid between Dior Sauvage, Aventus a bit, like all the big heavy hitter names for men's. Definitely gentleman's scent. I feel like young guys in their 20s, for the most part, I think when you're in your 20s, you mainly meet girls out partying, out clubs maybe, out drinks with your friends.
So these are party people.
Yeah. Well,
I'm gonna steal this off you.
Okay. Tell me, no,
hey, 100%.
When you were in your 20s, how did you, like, where did you meet women?
I was a saint.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I didn't do anything. I was at home reading my Bible.
Yeah. And the girls would just come knocking on the door.
Bing. Yeah.
Is this where Marcelo lives?
Go away. That's enough for you.
Ideally, I'd say somebody in their mid to late 20s would be wearing a fragrance like this. Very approachable. It has a nice little sweetness.
Good masculine fragrance.
Yeah.
All right. So that's that one there. Log that into your brain. 2 of these are going to go on your skin.
Yeah. So we call that number 1.
That's number 1.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
This is number 2. All right. Again, I want to talk. I want to say things about it.
Oh, this is a curveball. This one I get a lot more feminine.
Right.
It has quite a soft feminine touch. You know, it's so weird. And I'm sure people get this too, but just smell that.
Yep.
The feeling that I'm getting is a woman who's quite caring. It's really weird. The florals are very soft, subtle sweetness in it. I honestly don't know what kind of florals are even in that. I'm picking up kind of rose, jasmine and stuff. Maybe Turkish rose. Quite jammy sweet, but...
It is jammy sweet, isn't it?
Yeah. This one would make my head turn, for sure.
So that's the baby.
You know where I can see it? I don't see this as like the number 1 fragrance before. I saw it as you're wearing it out in a big crowd at a club or at getting drinks.
Right.
This one I see as I'm sitting there, me and you, we're sitting there having dinner, and just this woman walks past us and she has this beautiful scent trail that, and it just grabs my attention. You don't want to be wearing this in a huge crowd like at a club or something.
Right.
You want to wear this maybe with your girls out at dinner and you want to get attention for sure.
So it's an intimate, you're seeing it as an intimate fragrance.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Love it. Love it.
Wow.
Do you think a man could wear it? Being that fragrances are unisex and stuff.
I mean, for sure, most definitely. But it's just that initial.
It's the florals.
Yeah, it's that florals that caught my attention.
Okay, all right.
And sometimes I just pair most florals for more feminine fragrances.
Yeah. I think we most of the time we do that. All right, so the last one is this one here.
So number 3.
Number 3. Right there.
Okay.
And again, I want to share too many things. I'm not going to say a word. I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
All right.
Tell me.
This one here,
Yeah.
I wouldn't wear it myself, but this is your millionaire boss man fragrance.
Right.
It's so deep, very dark and spicy. I'm a big fan of ambers, and this definitely has some really rich ambers in it.
I can see a million, but I can see like a rich Arab millionaire.
I was gonna say it's kind of got this sultan, you and I going through Dubai, and the kind of guys that would have like a gold Rolex on their hand. This is what they'd be wearing.
Funny, because when I smelt this also, I thought the same thing. I thought like a Dubai, Middle Eastern sort of like dudes are just balling.
And now we go to the Western side of things. It'd be just maybe that kind of business entrepreneur kind of guy, someone who drives a luxury car.
What if you don't drive a luxury car? Could you still pull it off?
It's all about the energy, you know?
Right.
This or that, right?
Yeah.
I feel like...
It's the attitude.
And this gives you that confidence.
Yeah, right. 2 fragrances. Which one would you like to put on your skin?
For me?
Yeah.
The first one.
Yep.
And you know what? I actually, before you tripped me up with that question, would I wear fragrance 2? Or do I think it's mainly for women? So I would like to have fragrance 2 as well.
All right, done.
Should I go with...
Number 1 will be this one here. Okay, so this will be... Actually, give me your other arm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Boom, that's number 1. Dude, look how big your arms are. Oh, forget about it. I need to catch. Whoa, look at these biceps.
Summer's coming out, you know, gotta impress the girls. Fragrances, it can do a lot for me, but...
It's the complete package.
Yeah, gotta have some. I'm a small guy, so I need some muscle.
Back, you can unmask yourself.
Oh, okay, great.
All right.
So this is number 1.
Number 1. So this is the one that you said would be awesome as for a guy going out.
Yeah. Younger guy.
Younger guy. So on skin, are you still feeling the same way? Because sometimes on card and skin are 2 different things.
It has a really nice mass appeal to it.
Yeah.
I think we both mentioned that it's got that Aventus, Dior Sauvage, kind of all that.
So if you like your Dior Sauvage, the blue fragrances.
Those popular names.
Right.
I feel like this is still got that big mass appeal.
Is there a twist on it? Do you feel like if you already have you know Sauvage?
It's hard to kind of say this, but it's got a lot of sharpness to it.
Right. Because I was going to say this one here.
Maybe I don't know if it's
For
spices
me,
or
it's in that place of the blue fragrances, but it's different. And I know that on card, I found that it's a little bit Aventus-like, but on skin, when I've worn this on skin, it's a whole different fragrance. I find that Aventus has that fruity pineapple and then that leather birch tar, sort of leathery sort of note at the bottom. Yeah. Whereas I find this one here, in my opinion, there's more masculinity in it.
No, I can see that for sure. Yeah.
There's more. I think the sharpness.
It was only that initial top. It had that pop of maybe it's pineapple, where it triggered that Dior and Aventus thought. But then after that, I agree. It kind of dries down in its own.
It does.
Because it's quite mass appealing, you would wear it out and about in big crowds, I think. Yeah.
All right. We'll see if you know which one it is. Even though you're Mr. Oligarch, you know what everything is.
Were all these from Oligarch? This one?
Maybe.
Okay.
All right. And this one, what do you think?
Okay. So this was fragrance number 2.
You said it was a little bit more female leaning because of the florals in it.
Yeah.
But this is the one that you said if a woman was wearing this, it would make you
turn your head.
I
still think that. I think.
Can I smell?
Yeah. I think on myself.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I can see myself wearing it, so I don't see why other guys can't wear it.
Yep.
But does it still have like a really nice, soft, sweet, floral component to it?
I like how you defined it, jammy, because it does have a berry sweetness or something. So kind of.
It's almost like. Yeah. Why did I say jammy?
No, I think you defined it well. I think that's a good.
almost like a red sweetness, like it's got maybe red berries or red
absolutely,
fruits.
absolutely.
So it just thought of strawberry jam.
Yeah. I'm gonna put these on the table and
Yeah.
see if Mr. Oligarch knows his stuff.
Okay, let's go.
We're back. All right. I had to do the right thing, and that is I selected fragrances that are in the Oligarch store. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say you're familiar. And now that you've seen the bottles, you know each one of them.
Everything's like ding, 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 ding.
That's right, all the alarm bells.
Yeah.
So all three of them, you understand. So the first one that you sprayed on skin, which one is it?
Number one that we're talking about that has that mass appealing for younger guys is definitely Gladiator by DORA Paris. That's for sure.
And it's a big seller, isn't it?
It's their bestseller.
Yeah.
You can see why.
Oh, yeah.
Any young guy who I think maybe when they were 20, 21 and they just got their first bottle of Dior Sauvage, now they're starting to step into the more niche side of things. But you still want to keep that scent profile that you love.
And it's one that also, like we've been saying, that it starts somewhere, it moves somewhere else. It does dry down a little bit different to what the opening is. So new to niche, as a younger person, fantastic.
Heavy
Awesome
hitter.
fragrance.
Yeah. Number two.
Yeah, now you know.
Okay, now I know for sure. This is Big Love.
Yeah.
Shout out George Zaharoff.
Mr. Zaharoff.
Yeah, Mr. Zaharoff. And this here is the signature rose. In the store, you know what's funny?
Go on.
80% of the customers that buy this are male.
And I was feeding Kevin lines because for me, this is an awesome masculine rose fragrance. I mean, it's interesting though, on your skin, on me, the incense pops more.
Yeah.
Whereas on yours, it's that...
A bit more jammy?
Yeah, and the rose pops more.
Yeah, there you go. Because I know it's the base of this, which is the incense. It's the reason why they like to wear it, because I think a lot of roses perhaps goes too sweet, too feminine for most guys.
Right. On skin, this one here does have just a really nice incense rose. It's not too rose-like, which is what, I mean, as a man, I don't want to be too floral. Yeah. And there's a nice balance between them.
But for a woman, wearing this, the exact setting that I said, like you and I, we're sitting there in Milan, we're having dinner, right? And then just...
The Centra walks by.
Yeah, you just...
And you'd start talking Italian, wouldn't you?
Hey, mama. What's your name?
Come ti chiami?
Oh, mi chiamo Kevin.
Wait,
Wait.
And then the last one, and I think you... Yeah.
Okay, this makes the most sense. This is by the Spirit of Dubai, Majalis. And we both kind of saw that rich sultan boss, like this Arabic businessman.
You don't have to be an Arabic businessman to wear it. But I think the way you defined it, so forget the cultural component of it, it's definitely a scent that projects money.
That's right.
You got your act together.
I think we said that it's because the way that they do their spices, you'll find in a lot of Arabic brands of perfumes. But the ambers in it, it's just balanced so well. And it just smells like, you can tell that this is such a high quality fragrance where you would not expect it to be any less than, like a $500.
Yeah, and the longevity on this, the staying power, the sillage, all these components. I mean, Spirit of Dubai. Yeah.
They're not cheap.
They're not cheap, but they also they know what they're doing.
They smell expensive, and they are somewhat expensive.
So they smell exactly what they cost.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right.
That's fair enough.
So there you go. So a young person or a younger man, I think it's more masculine leaning. It's very much a blue fragrance.
For sure. Yep.
Awesome is if you're new to niche, you want to get in, this will be a head turner.
Yep.
Something a little bit different.
Fragrance 2, this one, initially I found has a really nice feminine component. So most definitely ladies can wear this. At the same time, for some guys, it goes quite incensey and smoky. Beautiful way that a rose can develop. And that's why it's 80% in Oligarch sold to guys. Yeah.
And and for a Zaharoff, they're really well priced.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah, just the quality of oils, everything else is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
And then the last one, the ones who have got a bit more cash to spend.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I think usually I find that it's guys that perhaps already have a bit of a collection. Right. Maybe they've got like 40, 50 plus bottles already, and they're starting to expand out into more higher end brands. Yeah. Majalis by Spirit of Dubai.
Now in your day, So in my
day.
in my day, I would say, baby, what's your name?
Yeah.
But in your day, what do you say?
You mean now?
You mean now?
You mean now?
Because in my days, it was back when Adam was a young man, basically.
I was like, who's Adam? Oh, that guy from a long time ago.
So now, what would you say? So like, if you're having dinner.
Yeah. To be honest, I think everything that you said, it would translate to now, but we just don't use the word baby.
Right. So what would you say?
So,
you would say,
yeah. So that's a
sweetie, honey.
No.
What's your name?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Okay.
That's it. Exactly. We're sitting there having dinner. Somebody's wearing this signature rose. They're walking past, and then I'll just be like, what's your name? But actually, I always start off with my name. Hey, I'm Kevin. What's your name? Bam!
Boom!
And she's like, oh.
Stop it. Well, what are you wearing? Are you wearing one of these?
Probably this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She'd be like, oh my.
I was gonna grab for this.
She said, actually, you answered my question. Baby, what's your name?
Oh. And that's how you get the deal done. Boom. Can I do it a few times? Baby, what's your name? Can I try to
give me a bit more.
Barry White thing?
Yeah.
You do it once for me? I just want to hear it.
Baby, what's your name?
That's too deep, man. Baby. No. Baby, what's your name? No. Let me go again. Barry White. 3, 2, 1. Baby, what's... Nah. That's creepy.
It was on the creepy side. What's your name?
That's too creepy. How did you... That's so deep, man. No.
Do it your style. Do it Kevin style.
Baby, what's your name?